Greetings. Elder Blacklight here. Once again, your counselor, advisor in these troubling times, using the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. All that I speak to you is from experience. 74 years, going on 74 years of on this planet. That's 7 decades. A lot of you listening to me are just beginning to live life. You might be in your 20s, even in your 30s or 40s. A man, I'm talking to mostly men, talking to men, although I welcome women to listen in, and you can learn about yourself and what you can do to help the movement. And this video YouTube channel is made for one to express themselves. Well, I'm expressing myself from my very soul, in my heart, and my mind. Soul expression is a powerful thing. And a lot of you don't like to respect your elders. Y'all, I often hear young brothers say, young sisters say, sit down, old man, or you better watch yourself, old man, or something. Because I'm still, I still a scrap with you. I might not win the battle, but I'm going to get some men on you. I don't care how big you are. You could be 6'1". I know how to take an alley apple. Y'all know what an alley apple is? A brick. I know how to use uh, brick fu. Something like kung fu, but it's a brick and a stick. But anyway, I walk softly and carry a big stick. So, speaking of that, we're going to talk war talk. War talk, a look at guns and ammo. Because you got to know how to fight without guns and ammo. You got to learn how to fight without any kind of weapons. And in the Nation of Islam, they big on uh, using your hands or martial arts because you might not often could get to your gun in time. After all, you got to reach for your gun. And while you reaching for your gun, you could throw a strike. Every movement uh, is a strike. So instead of reaching for your gun, throw a strike first. If you're that close. And a lot of times you might not have the opportunity to reach when you're in real battle. You see, when I was coming up, we didn't depend on guns as much. We depend on what was around us. My uncle taught me how to take somebody out with a magazine, roll it up real tight. And when you roll that magazine up, he had a Life magazine or Ebony magazine, yeah. And he rolled it up real tight. He was teaching me. He taught me. My uncle was a friend of Malcolm X, and he was the one that brought my mother in the Nation of Islam. When you roll that magazine up real tight, even this little bitty thin thing, it got power, but not that much because it's too thin. But that magazine, was like a steel pipe the way he used it. See, I hear sisters talking about every her intentions as well. But women don't have the propensity of war like men do. Uh, most men are born to defend the household. It's in their blood. It's in their nature. Defend their mother, defend the females and the young ones. Especially when I was coming up. I was born in 1946, right after the war, World War II. They showed a whole lot of war movies, a whole lot of cowboy movies, and which was war movies, and it was kind of like in our blood, We had army men to play with, tanks and whatever, but they didn't kind of like feminized y'all, man. Y'all think y'all strong. See, cause like when y'all be arguing and yelling your voice up, you hear a nigga arguing. Excuse me, you hear a brother arguing. See, we didn't argue. You never know what we was gonna do. We'll say a few words. I said, you might not even know we arguing. Next thing you know, I be done stabbed you all in your legs, all in your chest. I may be done hit you. But we didn't use guns like that. And then when we started using guns, I remember I was around 12 or 13, man. We knew how to make zip guns, what we call zip guns. And this is what we're going to talk about today. But first of all, before we get into that, a short little thing on reason why we're going this far with war talk. So you got a natural enemy, the Caucasian. He's the opposite of the black man. The black man we're going to start using, instead of saying black, we're going to say the original. We are the original people of the planet Earth. So we are the gods, and the Caucasian is against nature and against the black man, because the black man is nature. Now, we're going to get into that conversation a little later on. But I must get to this first. So you need righteous, organized black unity for anything you want to do. If you separate it, it's not going to work. The woman got to be with the man. The man got to be the head of the house. That's all it is. It ain't about how much money a brother can make, excuse me. It ain't about how much money a brother can make, to make him the head of a house. You see what I'm saying? And it's about knowing what you up against and knowing what to do. And a whole lot of women can't see it because they're emotional. And a man has to rise above. Well, all people got to rise above emotion into the thinking of a God. So when the sisters say go out here, arm yourself, where you getting your arms from? Who makes your arms? Who makes the guns? I'm not saying don't buy none, because you got to work with what you got. But it's a lot of black people can't afford to buy guns and ammo. But yet still they could fight. So when you go out, you're just gonna buy enough for your household. What about your whole block? Say your whole block is predominantly black, or you living in the ghetto. Well, when the army come, they come in to wipe out that whole neighborhood, that whole block. Where you get your arms from? You get them from the Caucasian. Where you get your ammo from? You get them from the Caucasian. Where you get your money from? You get your money from the Caucasian. So all you got to do is cut off your money supply, because the Federal Reserve prints up the money. You can make sure that you don't get none. You can cut off your bullets. You can probably get a weapon, but he can cut your bullets off. Now you got your money, you ain't got no bullets to load with. You can cut your water supply off. The last video I was telling you, that to be scientists and make your own. Well, you got to make your own weapons now. Plus, he just don't deal with bullets and ammo. He deal with coronaviruses. He deal with viruses. He can spray some in an aerosol can. He can spray viruses, uh, smell, odorless, uh, invisible viruses in on you and kill you that way. See, when you talk war, you got to know the ins and outs about your enemy, and y'all refuse to look at your enemy as an enemy. Y'all think he's your friend. Y'all got a lot of them y'all be wanting to hang with and deal with. What separates you? Your melanin. You got more melanin than he do. He weakening you. So your mind is more powerful than a weapon, more powerful than your hands, because your mind moves your hands and makes the weapons. So y'all don't think, y'all get emotional because you've been raised by your mamas. I was fortunate, I had uncles and my pops. You know, they were real men. They weren't afraid of the Caucasian like most of y'all are, because y'all think he got a whole lot of money. Y'all worship somebody with a lot of money, you know, but you're not never poor. The next video we're gonna get deeper into this, so y'all be sure to stay tuned. I'm gonna tell you who the white man is and why you got to arm yourself. Arms and ammo. That's the talk of the day.